I got a comment from one of my YouTube subscribers who said, the way I explain the Forex market, I make it so easy, the Forex candlesticks come to life. Now, they may have phrased it differently, but that's what they were saying. All right, and that made me smile, to be honest with you, because I think that's just the theme of my channel. I really try to simplify everything for you guys and make sure that even a beginner can take this information and run with. So thank you for such a lovely comment there. I think it was L Nightingale who said, a robot can do a great job, but only a human being can enable work with great attitude and touch it with the magic of humanness, make it rhythm, make it come alive and sing. That, my friend, makes the difference. But it's a Monday today, 19th of February, 38 minutes past 12 there, and I'm back with another banger. I just want to analyze the DXY here. I'm actually looking to take some trades, and as I analyze the market, I really try to explain everything to make sure that even a beginner can understand what I'm trying to say here, because what happens in these videos, I often come back with an update just to update you what happened on that trade there. So please just pay attention on how I analyze these markets here, and maybe you can grab a thing or two, especially if you don't have your own trading strategy. So the first thing that I do when I get into the markets, before I do anything, I need to check the news. I want to understand if there's any news that are coming out today. I'm a technical trader, so I don't want to see a double bottom until there's some news coming in to mess up everything, because that mess up my mood. So I need to make sure that we are clear in terms of the news. What I'm looking for when I get to my FX book is a free website. Everybody needs my FX book, especially as a trader, right? You need to understand certain things about the market. So when I get here, I'm looking for red boxes because those will represent danger. I'm looking for the news that's got some red squares on them. So you can see here, the only square that we have is tomorrow, and it's about Australian dollar. I don't trade the Australian dollar, so I can see that for the rest of the day today, we're pretty much clear. We're ready to go here. So I go back to my charts once I'm satisfied with the news. When I get into my charts, I want to understand, what are we doing today? What is the market doing? I can see from a glance that we are pushing to the downside. Now, every time I look at the markets, my focus is on what's happening right now, because I'm a day trader. I need to get in and get out today. So I'm only worried with what's happening right now. We can see from a glance that the market is red. We're pushing to the downside. But if we pay close attention, we can also see that the market is failing to break around this level here. All we see when we get to this level here, or every time the market try to break here, we see some weak rejections. We see some rejections suggesting that there's some buys sitting in that market here, and the market is failing to break and close below. That's a very valuable information. Armed with that information, and then move into my 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame is my behavioral time frame. I want to understand, how is the market behaving like around that level there, because I know I have previous information that every time it gets there, it's failing to break. It's like there's some hot water here that keeps pushing the market back to the upside. I'm not sure if water was a great example, but the market is failing to break below this level here. That's a very nice information to have. But when we get to the 1 hour time frame, we can see that, yeah, it is a double bottom here, but also when we look up, we've got a double top here that we are forming right now. Now, a double top is an indication that the market is pushing to the downside, or it's going to push to the downside, and a double bottom suggests that the market is going to push to the upside. So we're getting mixed up information here, which means the market is in a consolidation. So which means the market can break to the downside, not to the upside, but we keep bouncing in between these two zones here, which is our resistance and our support. Back to our resistance, back to our support. That's what the market is doing there. Now, because I understand what's happening today, I now need to zoom out and understand things from a macro level. This means I'm going to go back to the 4 hour time frame. And this is just the process that I go through, right? Because I can understand that today we can't really make up our mind there. Are we pushing to the upside or pushing to the downside? And this is when I get to understand the market better. I can see that we've been pushing to the upside, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we're there to make a higher low before we can push to the upside. So now this information makes sense. We are failing to break this level here because we are only there to retest before we can push to the upside. All right, so then we got it. So we are looking to buy. What happened in the last 4 hours? Let's look at the candlesticks and read the information that we got in the past 4 hours, because on this time frame here, each and every candle represents 4 hours. Let's remove that consolidation phase there. We can see that this candlestick here suggests that the market is about to push to the upside. Okay, so now that makes sense. We're looking to buy the market, but we cannot buy the market now because we're still stuck in consolidation. And what happens in a consolidation is every time the market is stuck in a consolidation, what we usually wait for is the market to break to the upside. If we're going to buy the market, we wait for the breakout, a retest, then we can buy the market back to the upside, because this is a change in behavior. This will suggest that now the market is no longer pushing to the downside, but we are trending toward to the upside. So this is what I want to see in terms of the 15-minute time frame. Now that I know that I need to buy the market on the 15-minute time frame, which is my entry time frame, I need to see the market break to the upside, come back to retest, and then I can buy it back to the upside around these levels here. My stop loss is gonna go below this structure here, and I will target my 1 to 2 because I'm not greedy. I just want to get in and get out today. So this will be my ideal trade for today. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen there, traders. This is not financial advice. This is just my own opinion, guys. Before you risk your own hard-earned money based on some drawings that I just made for you here, make sure you backtest this information and get some results first, because trading the forex market is such a risky business. But that's what I wanted to show you here, guys. I hope that made sense. Just to recap, I first start on my 4-hour time frame here just to identify the direction. I see that the direction is pushing to the downside, but also there's an area that we're failing to break, and then move into my 1-hour time frame to study the behavior around that area where we're failing to break. I see that, okay, so it's a double bottom, which suggests that the market is pushing to the upside. There's also another level that we're trying to form here that looks like a double top, but the candle is still on, so we're still around this price action here. This is not a double top yet, but this suggests that we can shoot to the upside, and if that happens, we're still gonna wait patiently for the market to come back and retest so we can buy it back to the upside. I hope that makes sense, but I'll be back with an update for this trade.